Okay, so here we've got MS211. What we're going to do, we're just going to do a simple full service and a carb adjust. And this cover's broken, so we're going to replace it, but I got to take it off anyway. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take it apart and we're going to go out and we're going to pressure wash it, get it all clean. So we'll start with that. So we grab our little scrunch tool that you usually get when you get a chainsaw. We'll pull that off. I've already got the chain removed so I can have it sharpened. Okay, so we're going to take that off. Let's do it. I'll pull this apart, pull this cover off here. So we're going to pull that, and then we'll pull this little pin here. It's just a little C-clip. Looks like that guy right there. And then this comes off, and that'll slide off. And make sure you take that little bearing out and don't lose it. And then I'll run this out and I will pressure wash all the little parts. And we'll be right back at you. Alright, so that's all clean. So what I can do, so what we do here, get rid of this cover, pull the air filter out, getting a new one of those I think. Alright, where was I? So what we're going to do, we're going to change the spark plug, change the air filter. I've already checked to make sure it does run, but it does need a carb adjust. So, but we're going to change the plug, the filter, and the fuel filter. We're going to drain the gas, put some new gas in it. So we'll go from there. And the small end of some of your scrunches that they'll give you will fit the smaller spark plug. The big one will fit the bigger spark plug. The small one, this particular one, will fit this. Some of them won't, but this one will. So we'll try that. I've already checked compression. Compression's good. Already looked in the cylinder. So we'll go ahead and change out the spark plug. I can get it out of there. Okay, so throw the new one up in there. And then to change out the fuel filter, I have a little hook tool that I got through the shop from Stihl. But you can use pretty much anything. It works good, but like I said, you can use anything you want. You clip it right there and just pull that out. Throw the new one in Drop it back down in. Get rid of that. Don't need that in there anymore. Hook up this new one. He must have changed his gas cap out at one time and forgot to change that out. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do next, we'll just go ahead and give it a little bit of gas. Just enough to get it running. It's not really chainsaw season at the moment, so we don't need a whole lot of gas in there. Just enough to run it and be able to adjust that carb. Then the next thing I do is I'll top off the bar oil. In this case there is none, so I'll just go ahead and fill it all the way up. Bone dry. I wonder why they had a dull chain. Drop that back in there like so. Okay, so we've done all that. Now we just got to throw the air filter up in there. Like so. And then we'll put this back together. And then what I like to do for this little bearing, when I put it back in, I'll just grab some assembly lube, and I'll put a little grease on that before I put it in, so it's all lubed up nice. What I do, I just kind of fill it with the hole, fill the hole around like that, just kind of fill the end. Then when I put it on, I just kind of hold my finger on top, and it kind of pushes it through the bearings, so it kind of packs them while you're doing it. That, and then we'll put the drum back on, and there's a little groove right there, and there's a little pin in there that it kind of goes on to for the oiler. Make sure you get that lined up. It won't go in all the way. Sometimes it's hard to get it in all the way anyway, whether you line that pin up or not. Come on, where's it at here? Oh, there it is. It just doesn't seem to want to go all the way in. There we go. You hear that little click, that means it went in, and then you put the little washer on. Then you put that back in. Usually grab some needle nose. A little pair of needle nose, and then you just squeeze it back in there, and that's that. Okay, and then we'll just snap this back into place right here. And it looks like instead of sharpening it, he just decided to buy a new chain. Throw that on, and you always make sure the teeth go the right direction. You always make sure the teeth go that direction onto the saw. Okay, then you just clip that on there like that. Make sure it goes into that little, there's a little notch right there for the adjuster. And what you want to do, you want to go Put this on there just kind of hand tight to start with. That way you can check the adjustment on the chain, which in this case we're way too tight. To catch it on up in there. But at any rate, we're a little too tight on that, so just back it off just a tad. Just by turn that a little backwards. Okay, so now we're too loose. The best way I've seen to do this is you'll just get it, you'll lift the bar up and see how you got a little bit of slack right there? There shouldn't be any slack there. It should just go basically touch, and it should kind of fold it down, pull it down. It should just kind of snap right back in place. Should have some movement, but it should just snap right back in place. Just like that. That's perfect. Then you tighten that thing up right there. And then that's basically your service. And then we will come back maybe next time and we will do the carb adjust. If I can get this thing back together. That thing to snap back in place. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just not snapping in. Still new, stiff. There we go. And there's the service. And then I will come back and we will do the carb adjust at another time. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe and give my video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And till next time.